Hello, it's your friendly neighborhood Weeb, the Eisenberg here, and before we get into the video, I'd just like to say, Viking all, arr.
So, yeah, the episode today was called Calmera Archipelago. Basically, this is kind of where they were meeting. And like Lark put himself as like kind of character forward, and he was like, "You, the shield hero." And obviously because the rest of the country and like the rest of the world in this world that they're in now has not heard that the shield hero has had his name cleared. So basically, on the other side of the world where they are, the shield hero is still branded as like a devil in human clothing, which I find pretty kind of like that'll probably change when the Lark will probably go back to his country and say, actually, the shield hero is not what you say he is. Now, this was a brilliant blank expression from the Fumi. He was like, well, I can live with that. Because, I mean, I think he's thinking that if he can live with the fact that on the other side of the world he's not known as a saviour, then he can work his way back up. And I think these two were like this because Raftalia and Philo were like this because they realised how grown up their master is now. Because in the past, something like that would immediately trigger them, in a way, if you know what I mean. And this is where Lark and his partner basically say to Nefumi and his party, why don't we, if we're all heading the same way, then why don't we live up together? But before obviously they start talking, they show off an ability that Lark has on his weapon. Because the lass here, she sticks her hand in it and she brings along like a red ball which she puts in her throat, and it helps Raftalia understand them. Because Nafumi's like, well, that's understandable because I can understand them because my shield helps me understand them. Kind of like in Farscape when they had that transponder thing that they injected into you so that you could understand the different languages. I think that's what they did in Farscape. I'm not sure. I'll need to probably research that. Of course, this is the guy that comes and gets Nefumi and his party to come up onto the bow of the ship to like just basically talk with the other heroes. Now Nefumi notices this, that I think it's when after he's done talking to the three cardinal heroes, after they're puking their guts up because they're all motion sick, like seasick. I'll let the others know that you believe in the systems the others told you about you can use. So basically, kind of Nefumi is still hung up on the fact that it took the three cardinal heroes this long to tell him about this system thing to do with the jewel in the middle of his weapon, probably. Yeah, this is a funny scene I was talking about. How are you okay, Nefumi? The three heroes, as you can see, the sword, the bow, and the spear, they're hurling their guts up because they're seasick, and Nefumi's just like, what's wrong with these? And obviously this is where he's saying that if you believe those systems exist, why don't you use it to help you with the seasickness? And it's like, good point. All the while, Philo is swimming about and kicking fish about and everything. And Nafumi's like, wait a minute, you can swim? And like the three heroes are like, that's your first thought. She's showing that she can swim. They got always hand it to Philo though, because she's always kinda there to lighten the mood. And this is a nickname that Lark has for Nafumi. He's like, hey, sheild kiddo. At this point here, the last basically gives Nafumi some ingredients to make a accessory for her. And she's basically kind of saying that she'll pay him for it. I can only work, and he says that he can only work on it when he's not grinding levels, so it'll take a while. I can't remember what this crystal is called, but this is the best picture I got of it. It's a special crystal. And as ever, yes, you can see that they're seasick. To be quite honest, yeah. This is the overview of the Kalmar-Mira archipelago. They basically say that it's a collection of 3 islands. But then again, I kind of know from Pokemon, the Orange Islands, the Orange Isle saga in Pokemon, what they meant by archipelago. Because it's like, yeah, fair enough. Obviously, this is them coming into the mainland. And his party rovers realise that it's quite hot. And this obviously it's quite nice for them because obviously they're not used to that kind of weather, probably. And the rest of the episode basically is them leveling up all the way through, and then it's like it's the point where they level up so they drain the area so much of EXP, sorry, that none of them can like level up. And then other heroes are obviously they appear, and it's like, oh, you're here. Oh, we can't level up anymore. Stop hogging the EXP. And then like Nafumi's like, well, let's just get out of here. And then there's like more kind of like working together with Lark and Lassie that Nafumi basically gives the thing, the piece of equipment that he makes for the lass. It's working with Lark. And she's like, oh wow, this is fantastic. So beautiful. Be made into something so beautiful. I mean, obviously, hopefully you guys as well kind of like the wee intro that I did to the video. Because it's obviously like Vikings. And the main thing that is in this episode is them travelling to the archipelago on boats. So, yeah, near the end of the episode, it's quite funny because obviously there's a fan service moment when Raftalia is standing in front of Nafumi basically saying how they look. And also she's got her like beachwear on. And he turns around and he goes, perfect. And Raftalia's completely overcome with this, and she's like, oh wow, he's actually paying attention when I dress nice. But then he realises that it'll be better for her to dress like that so that they can go through the water to this underwater bit that Philo found. And she's like, I didn't need to hear that. You just made a nice compliment to me, and now you're saying that. But yeah, and like I say, sorry, during this recording my phone's going off like crazy, so didn't heed about it. It gets annoying in that it's automatically recorded into the video that my phone keeps going off when it does, but what are you going to do about it? Until I'm better at editing, I'll just leave it in until I can edit that noise out. there's like Nafumi, his shield kind of shines on this hourglass that they find in this underground area, underwater area, sorry. And it's like almost like kind of projects onto Nafumi's shield that it says 48 something something something, and he's like, the next wave is coming, and I'm like, oh hell. And he goes, in 2 days, and I'm like, what a way to end a video. No, not a video, sorry. What a way to end the episode. The next wave is coming in 2 days. Whoa, jeez, that gives me chills. So, obviously, they should be alright, because Nafumi is now, God knows what level, I think he's about level 70 now, because they've properly leveled up during the thing, the wee event that they were doing. It'd be interesting to see if Lark and the Lass come back to help them. I think they probably will, because if this picture that I'm about to show you is anything to go by, this one right here, it's part of the new artwork that they put out for this little arc that they've got going now. Yeah, I can see that Lark is going to be coming back, and he's going to be like part of the story arc heading into series 2. Actually, on the subject of that, I've got a little thing I'm going to say in the very last episode of this series 1 of Resident Shield Hero. Some information that I found out about series 2, if I can find it. But when I put the video when the last episode's aired, if you have heard it, then that's fine. I'll still make the video. And like I said, it's now 6 o'clock UK time, so I think I'll leave the video there. Hopefully you like the video, and like I says, come and join me next time when I've got another video out. So, good old doodle. Doodle doodle doodle, poodle do so.